Hey everyone, today I'm sharing an incredible story of resilience. Indigenous Yoruba people reclaim back their country Democratic Republic of the Yoruba Dry, an historical journey led by her distinguished person, Indigen of Yoruba, IYP, Mrs. Modupe Onitiri Abiola, MOA. On November 20th, 2022, something extraordinary happened. The birth of the Democratic Republic of the Yoruba, a moment that renewed the spirit and identity of millions. But first, who are the indigenous Yoruba people? The indigenous Yoruba people are one of Africa's largest ethnic groups, primarily found in Yorubaland, Togo, and Benin. They boast a rich cultural heritage, known for their vibrant art, intricate beadwork, and dynamic festivals. From their artwork, drums, food, language and greetings, indigenous ancient pre-existing maps and dates, state resources and state landmarks, shared history about indigenous people. Identify tribal marks, moonlight story, and storytelling on past hero-heroine and legends. Their language, Yoruba, is spoken by over 20 million people worldwide. Now let's dive into the heart of our story. A heroine whose relentless efforts made its way into a unified reality. Meet her leadership, Mrs. Modupe Onitiri Abiola, MOA, a name that will be remembered for generations. MOA grew up hearing tales of her Yoruba ancestors, their golden era, and the struggle to preserve their legacy. Inspired by these stories, she became a fervent advocate for indigenous Yoruba rights. As an educator and community leader, MOA embarked on a mission to unite the Yoruba people. Her journey was an easy task, but with her known belief and strong faith in God, she has flawlessly accomplished her prediction and future of the indigenous Yoruba people to reclaim their God-given right to their land and mind. MOA awareness campaign to educate IYP about the Freedom Mission, roots of problems and solutions. Lord Makale's 1835 statement. I have traveled across the length and breadth of Africa, and I have not seen a beggar who is a thief. Such wealth I have seen in this country, such high moral values, people of such caliber, and I do not think we would ever conquer this country unless we break the very backbone of this nation, which is her spiritual and cultural heritage, and therefore I propose that we replace her old and ancient education system, her culture. For if the African think that all that is foreign and English is good and greater than their own, they will lose their native culture, and they will become what we want them, a truly dominated nation. This statement was addressed to the British Parliament on 2nd February 1835.
MOA with her divine grace. She was acculative enough
to understand what this statement meant ideologically and philosophically. Practically, she understood there are mechanical arrangements in place to this effect. She identifies the problem and contemplates finding a lasting permanent solution to it. She called the attention and consensus of her indigenous people. She tabled down all issues directly and indirectly undermining the indigenous people of Yoruba and the ability to navigate concrete solutions to a conspired friction of reality and illusion of what is not practicable in democratic norm. MOVE requests cooperation and peace to scale through the nationality mission, a success that led to the claim back of the indigenous Yoruba people cultural heritage and sovereignty. First, she requested a 5 million petition. This was accomplished by the indigenous Yoruba people with the awareness of a collective readiness as a nation, in regard and accordance with international law. The United Nations Charter stated the right to self-determination and Universal Declaration of Human Rights UDHR on December 10, 1948. The Berlin Conference, where it all started, joined by colonialists' protectorate amalgamation what is known and called Nigeria today. Previous names were Royal Niger Company territories. MOVE advocated for indigenous Yoruba people's right to self-determination and self-governance, although the development was frowned upon by adversaries and their evil intents and obstruction toward achieving the Democratic Republic of the Yoruba. IYP ultimate goal is to reclaim back their historical nation. The process was a huge task, but successful eventually. Protocols to achievement as follows. Occupation of IYP territory, proclamation of IYP territory, representative at the 78th and 79th UN Summit, declaration on the soil of the indigenous Yoruba people. and the swearing-in of the Democratic Republic of the Yoruba President, interim government,
Mobolaji Olawale Akinola Omakor.
on April 12, 2024. Indigenous Yoruba people celebrate this moment. 2024 November made it the 2nd anniversary. The moment was overwhelmed with the celebration and pride of a nation, showcasing Yoruba cultural dynamics, music, and dance, a Warians campaign with tour van, air balloon demonstration of indigenous Yoruba flag and many more. It was a consensual-oriented, collective success.